what were we supposed to go to next? Was it pound Aussie? I want to go to Euro Aussie, right? But I know one of you guys typed something in, so if you did, just remind me. I got off on that yip tangent, and now I was hoping you might see something I didn't. Now, why were you hoping? Did you want to get into a trade into Euro Yen? Is there a desire to get into a trade into Euro Yen? Kind of. Why? Why? Why is there a desire to? Why the Euro Yen versus Euro Pound? Let's dig deeper into this. Why? Why? You said kind of. I was kind of hoping you saw. Well, and two things here, right? One, why specifically were you hoping to find an opportunity in there? And two, right? Let's say I would have found something. Should that affect your trading? If you did your analysis and your analysis comes back flat, meaning I didn't see anything there, and I come and do my analysis and I'm like, guys, loading up the longs, let's go. Should that have any effect on your trading? I know Kevin says yes because you're the teacher, you're the master. I understand that. But my job is to train you guys to be independent traders. If you saw something showed something that I missed in my rules, then entry would make sense. Okay. But let's go back on that. Why are you missing something in your rules? And again, this is if you're at the level where you're trading. If you guys are just where you're learning and doing analysis, that's a different story. We're pretending that we're at the level where we're actually, live trading and placing trades. So, but here's the thing, right? So you got to be careful with that because that's gonna get you into confirmation bias, right? Confirmation bias is when you're so locked in on doing one thing that you tend to ignore everything else. It's like when you're in an argument with someone, and even if you have the wrong answer, you're so kind of into your own answer that you don't care. I actually have a sign on my wall that says, the moment when you realize that you're wrong in an argument, but you keep insisting you're right just for fun, that's me. What do you mean the earth is round? No. Here's why it's flat. Dude, look at the globe. Dude, look at this map. Dude, if the earth was flat, the water would fall off the sides. No space, no gravity. There's no gravity in space where the water would fall off, George. Kevin said if the world were flat, cats would have pushed everything to the edge by now. I have no comeback for that, Kevin. That is 100% true. There'd be a massive amount of cats just on the perimeter of the world, just pushing stuff off. But confirmation bias is when you're so locked into an idea that you don't want to change it. So, and here's where we run into trouble psychologically, right? Great psychological session today, right? So Nick mentioned earlier, I'm going to pick on you a little bit, Nick, because I know you can take it. At least I think so. If not, send me an email. I know some people aren't very good with the criticism, which I make no apologies for. But so let's say you came in and I asked you earlier, I said, well, were you looking for something on Euro Yen? You said, well, kind of, right? So right there, your mindset, you may not know it. Your mindset is like, I want to find a trade. I want to find a trade. Not doing analysis, and if something comes up, it happens, right? Because we want to do analysis and wait for trades to pop up. Your mindset is, I want to find a trade. Now, you're being good and you're being disciplined because you want to find a trade. You didn't see anything that met your rules, so you're like, guess I can't do anything, which is a positive. But let's say we take a trader that is a little bit weaker psychologically. And they come in with that mindset, I want to find a trade. I want to find a trade. I want to find a trade. They've already made up their mind that they just need a reason to get involved. You tell them anything and they're in. I used to be like that in high school. I had a little anger issue in high school where I don't really let out my emotions. So I would just let everything kind of build up. And then like every once in a while, I'd come into school and it'd be like, as soon as someone says something to me, I predetermined that I was going to flip out. I'm like, let someone say hi to me, I'm flipping out. Because I would never express my anger. I'll just keep it in, like kind of like me, myself, and Irene. When you're holding in so long, it just explodes out. That would be me. And someone would be like, hey, Akil, you got a little mud on your shoes, mother. And then it's on, right? That was me. But so you have that confirmation bias. And then I come into the chart and I'm like, you know what, guys? Euro yen, looking to get long, A+ trading opportunity. This is a non-misser. In fact, you're not a trader unless you take this, right? This is the best opportunity I've seen. We call this sliced bread, right? Soon as you say that, that's just the excuse that you needed. Just the excuse that you needed to get long. And you don't really want to get long, but because your confirmation bias was so locked into finding a trading opportunity, you just needed that excuse to do it. And that's where a lot of traders get in trouble, especially during the boring periods. George mentioned earlier, he said, man, trading, and I'm sure George didn't think this way at first. He's like, the trading is coming in and doing a bunch of nothing. And then every once in a while, a good trading opportunity comes and you take it. And then the markets are crap for like another week. So it's very, very hard to sit through nothing, especially when we love what we do. But when you have that confirmation bias, you run risk. You'll head over. Akil doesn't say anything. I'll head over to TradingView. Someone's got an idea on TradingView. I'll head over to the Twitter, right? And you're just looking for a reason to make a mistake. You're just looking for a reason. So it can be very boring times. It can be very dangerous. It can be very, 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 very dangerous. All right, Euro Aussie on the daily. Here's what I'm looking at. Identify what is price action doing here. Nick says, you're definitely correct, and there are times that the bias does put me in the trades. I'm generally strong enough to overcome it most of the time. Yeah, hey, I used to be the same way with CNBC. I used to, because this is back when I was in I thought a trader had to look a certain way. So I'd wake up, I'd get my Wall Street Journal, I'd look at CNBC, I'd watch it, I'd put my hand on my chin and be like, yeah, right? And these guys would be like, oh, buy this, buy that, buy that. And without even knowing it, that would be in my mind because these pundits that I looked up to, like these are market experts at the time that I thought. Market experts are telling me that I should only be looking in this direction. And I guess subconsciously, I didn't plan on looking at that direction, but I would look at like the euro dollar and I would only look for buy. I was like, I got to get long. Because in my head, they kept telling me, buy euro, buy euro, buy euro. And I would look at it and be like, got to get long. I got to get long. And I would start forcing trades to get long just because those voices were in my head. And those, quote unquote, were my masters. My teachers. They weren't really my teachers, but they were people that at the time, I'm like, these guys know a lot more than me. Why would I ever go against them? No, yeah, I did. Yeah. I don't know if you heard the podcast I did a couple weeks ago. I love the website Real Vision. I'm loving today, guys, by the way. I know we haven't looked at a lot of charts. If you guys are new, I apologize, but I think this is more beneficial. I love a site called Real Vision, right? I've been with them from the beginning. Great people. And they do non-biased presentations and videos and stuff on the market, right? And there's a article in the New York Times a couple weeks ago talked about this hedge fund trader out in Connecticut, and they're like, he wakes up, rolls out of his bed, shuffles over to his computer, and manages millions of dollars. And it's like, that is the new age of trading. No longer do you have to be on Wall Street. No longer do you have to go through the traditional kind of path of going to an Ivy League school, auditioning on Wall Street, right? Being someone's paper pusher and then finally getting a seat at the desk. You don't need what I had, an office with 2 TVs and 14 magazine subscriptions to feel like a trader. You need knowledge in a chart. Knowledge in a chart. That's all you need. Right? You know what I'm in right now, guys? I'm in a t-shirt. I'm in a t-shirt. That's all. Bow chicka wow wow. Right? You don't need a suit and tie. This is a new age. You don't need to look the look. You don't need to impress everyone. Impress someone with your skill of trading and your knowledge. Have confidence in yourself. But it took me a while because we all got, I think when you're younger too, when you're just starting off, like anything, it's you want to be impressive. You want to feel like you're playing the part. You want to feel like you're playing the part, and I understand that. But once you start doing it for a while, you realize that it really has no effect. Maybe a little confidence boost, but it has no effect on what you're actually doing. And there's so many people that are playing the part, they're not actually doing anything. But all right, so Euro Aussie, back to the thing. We're at previous structure resistance, right? So at this level, we're putting in a doji candle right now. So we're testing it. We have tested the lows, which is something I like to see. At this RSI is oversold as well. At this moment, we're thinking longer.